Hello.
Are you ready for the speaking test?
Yes.
Good. At first, we're going to have some questions. What's your name? How old are you?
My name is Alex. I'm 10 years old.
Good. Where do you live?
I live in Hanoi.
Where exactly?
Lafu.
Okay. What extreme weather do you know?
I know some extreme weather like blizzard, sandstorm, thunderstorm, or hurricane, tornado.
Okay. What happens if a storm brings too much rain?
If a storm brings too much rain, there will be a flood.
Okay. What happens if a place gets little rain?
If a place gets little rain, it will be a drought.
Okay. What types of storms happen when it's very cold?
Some type of storm happen when it's very cold is hailstorm, ice storm, and blizzard.
Okay. What types of storms have very high wind speed?
Some type of storm has very high wind speed is hurricane, tornado, or tropical storm.
Okay. Have you ever experienced extreme weather?
Yes, I have. I experienced the Yagi storm.
Typhoon.
Typhoon.
Okay, good. Now now we go to part 2. Here, we're gonna have pictures, okay? Here's for you. But they're similar, but they have some differences. And one by one, we will say some differences about the picture, okay? For example, in my picture, there are 2 elephants.
But in my picture, there is 1 elephant.
Okay, now your turn.
In my picture, there is a blue rucksack.
There's a blue what?
Rucksack.
Okay, but in my picture, there is a pink bag. In my picture, there are 3 trees.
But in my picture, there are 3 trees too.
Okay, next.
In my picture, there is the dog sitting in front of the bin.
Okay, but in my picture, the dog is in front of the bin. In my picture, there are 4 monkeys in the trees.
But in my picture, there are 3 monkeys in the tree.
Okay. In my picture, there are 2 girls eating ice cream.
But in my picture, there are 2 girls are eating sandwiches.
Okay. Let's go one more. In my picture, there is the woman who is wearing a green t-shirt. She's taking pictures.
But in my picture, there's a man who wearing a green t-shirt. He's taking a photo.
Okay, good.
Pictures.
So now let's go to the next one. Okay?
Yeah.
Good. Here, we're going to exchange information. This one is yours.
Yes.
This one is mine. Okay? So, you need to ask me about Sarah's book. Okay? And I'm going to answer. And then we will swap. I'm going to ask you about Harry's book because you have information about Harry's book. Okay?
Yeah.
So you ask me first.
Who gave her the books?
Her cousin.
What the books called?
It's called The Star.
What is it about?
It's about a singer.
When did Sarah finish the book?
She finished it last week.
Was it interesting or boring?
It was interesting. Okay. Who gave a book?
His friend gave Harry the book.
Okay. What is the name of the book?
It's called Silver Boots.
Okay. What is it about?
It's about the footballer.
Okay. When did he finish it?
He finished it yesterday.
Okay. Is it interesting or boring?
It's boring.
Okay. Good. And now the next part. Here. The topic for you will be topic 1. Could you please tell me about your favorite musical instrument?
My favorite instrument is a trumpet because I think this sound is fun. I can play it, but not be too well. And I started when I'm 7 years old.
When I was
7 years old. We play it, and what do we have? We blow air into the trumpet, and in the trumpet there are some buttons. Press this button to change the air travel and change the melody. I often play with my friends, and I often play twice a week. I I haven't ever played a song. I usually play some melody.
Say that's all.
That's all.
Okay, good, nice. We're finished. Thank you.